Hey, what's up guys? Vinny Fusco, Big Ball Bro Logic. I'm going to the gym today after 2 weeks off. I feel like every 2 or 3 months. It's been a lot longer than that for me to take 2 weeks off periodically to let all of everything, balance back out, including like pre-workouts. I haven't taken pre-workouts in like a week. So now when I do need that extra push in between work, because I have a couple jobs and I'm a personal trainer and I work out, that little break gives you the balance that you need to come back and build your strength back up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple weeks, because I know nobody else notices, but I feel like in 2 weeks off, every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, ugh, disgusted. All that hard work, I had to take a break. Usually because I keep that pump, and that pump is what makes me feel good. And getting in that routine, once you start doing it, it takes 2 weeks to develop a habit. So taking 2 weeks off from something is also developed a habit that now I must break today with a vengeance, with massive force, going like a Viking and destroy everything. So yeah, I'm excited, totally stoked. What else? I know a lot of people were asking me about dieting and what kind of supplements and stuff like that you can take. I take for my brain, I take lion's mane mushroom extract, ginkgo biloba pine bark extract, and acetylcysteine increases choline production, creatine monohydrate. What is the other one? Acetylcysteine. I don't know. I think that's it. And acetylcysteine. I know I'm forgetting one of them. Anyways, I like to take all these because they regenerate. Regenerate cellular tissue. The lion's mane increases neural pathways, much like psilocybin will do. There's also this thing called an entourage effect, where if you take psilocybin, lion's mane, and niacin, that it helps to regenerate this, so it increases the neural pathways, but it helps regenerate the tissue along that as well. So basically it helps you find new ways to be creative in life when things come your way, which is very important because we're always healing and growing and becoming stronger at everything we do. So yeah, I like to take the mental stuff more than the physical. I know that there's a lot of physical stuff too. As far as eating healthy goes, I really struggle with having the food that I need to eat the amount of calories and protein in the course of a day. So for me, meal prep is the only way to survive. That and making snacks. We have a dehydrator, so I like to do the dehydrated fruit, apples, whatnot, bananas, for snacks throughout the day. And then as far as like, everything from egg bites to just meal prep, basically, whatever I can do to just smash a bunch of protein. I do drink the protein shakes, but I usually drink them with egg whites as opposed to water, and then I'll add milk also, and my protein powders and whatever other nutrients and minerals and stuff that I can find that I want to add into my concoctions. Really, if I'm doing the fruit drinks, I don't juice fruit as much as I like to pulverize it. Just throw it in a blender so that I can drink all the fibers. It tastes kind of gnarly drinking that stuff. I mean, I got a Ninja, it chops it up fairly well, so it's drinkable, you can swallow it, but at the same time you're getting all that fiber, those nutrients in your body. I like mango leaves. It's really high in chlorophyll. Moringa. God, there's so many different fruits and vegetables that do so many good things for you. So I kind of like to try to mix it up a little bit. If I make a fruit bowl and say like I make enough for the whole family and the kids don't eat it, that fruit bowl is either going to go in the freezer in separate bags so I can make smoothies out of it later. So instead of using ice, and I want the kids to eat healthy, I can do a very small amount of ice cream and fruit and zip it up, and they think they're eating ice cream, but they're really eating fruit. So I win. And if I want to throw vegetables in there, I can. Also, I win. So, you know, all those little things. I'm learning more about eating natural and eating healthy this next week. We're going to be going to some of the local you-pick markets where you can pick your own fruits and vegetables. And we'll be going hunting soon. Just finally got off of house arrest. Now I can travel a little bit more freely. So I'm looking forward to fishing and stocking up the fridge with that. Also, got the little bow and arrow skills happening, and I got somebody that's going to help me clean the animals. I've never killed an animal because I've never been able to clean it properly. So what's the point of killing it if I'm not going to eat it? So for food purposes, I will go hunting and fishing and whatnot, and stock the fridge with all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, so today we get back in the gym, and I think one of the important things when it comes to losing weight to cutting, for me, there's a lot of different things, you know. Even if you are taking performance enhancing drugs, you still need to be mindful of the things of how it's affecting your body. So you can take performance enhancing drugs, you know, whatever it may be, SARMs, whatever. If you're eating shit, your body's going to be shit. If you're eating healthy, your body's going to be healthy. Never eat anything with vegetable oil in it. Never eat anything with high fructose corn syrup in it. Avoid preservatives at all costs. All these things that they use to preserve the food are going into your organs, and they're damaging your body, and they're causing you years off your life. And you don't need to eat as much as you think. I mean, unless you're trying to be all bulky and unhealthy and not be able to wipe your own ass. Like, I can get big. I think the biggest I've ever been is 248 in my 20s. I think my max bench then was like pretty much what it is now, like 495. But it wasn't healthy. It was very uncomfortable. I ate as much as I could, but I wasn't worried about eating healthy ever back then. So I imagine that does a lot of harm on your arteries and your heart. You know, when you're pumping fucking fast food and vegetable oil and all that shit into your system, your arteries are trying to push that shit through it. And you know, oil and water it separates, it doesn't jive well together, so that's getting clogged up in your arteries, that's going through your bloodstream, that's clouding your brain and your heart and your mind and your erections and everything else, so you're not healthy and strong. And I like to feel like a friggin' Viking. I don't want to feel unhealthy. I found the best way to do that is to avoid all that trash. So that's what I did basically in the last year and a half to lose 50 pounds. And even with 2 weeks off, you know, natural things like I have allergies, so I'm allergic to dust mites. So when the pollen comes up in the air and I'm already sensitive to the things around me, I'll take a couple sips of honey every day. One, it gives you like a burst of energy, much like a pre-workout. It's got a lot of minerals and nutrients, but it also has pollen local. If you get the local honey, that is local to your area, so it helps with your allergies, boosts your immune system. It's really good for your body. Really, any natural ingredients like the methylated vitamins, or the vitamins that are from food sources and not from God knows where, they take a lot of these things from. I've heard some of the horror stories about where they get the vitamins that go into the nutrients that go into the vitamins, and if it's coming off a pile of sewage, then it's probably not something that needs to be back into our body. And I don't know, I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but I try to read as much as I can. That does not sound very delightful. So, but what else? We're going to the gym today. I'm not sure what I want to do. I usually go with a plan, unless I'm working out with different folks. Like I have one friend who's a giant, and He's like a descendant of gods or something. I don't know why the fuck he's so big, but he is. And working out with him, whatever we do, I'm going to destroy my muscles. When I work out with my fiance, I do go hard also, but it's a little different. I want to be encouraging for her. She's stronger than me at some things, so I like to try to keep pace with her and do some of her routines. I think it's fun to do other people's routines and try to incorporate it into what I do. It gives me more well-rounded approach on things, some versatility, and it tricks my muscles. So I like doing it a little bit different. I got another one of my friends. He's got messed up back. So when we do workouts, it's nothing major, but we do them in a certain way that is not going to harm him. And I get to go hard in a different way with each individual person. Some people like to circuit train. Some people are like, okay, today's arm day. Someday we're like, oh, chest and back or whatever, So I know what I like to do, but I also enjoy working out with some of my friends and doing a little bit different and not getting in my routine all the time. And for anybody who's out there who's new, who's trying to figure out like, what should I do? What's a good routine for me to do? What I did in my 20s when I first started, early 20s, I would get the Muscle Fitness magazines, any of the workout routines that were in there. I would categorize every single workout. If I didn't know what it was, I would look it up and write a description next to it so I could remember when I went to the gym or when I worked out later. So I'd have my log of things I need to accomplish. For me, organization is a key to my success in life and in anything. If you want to be good at what you do, you have to be organized. You have to have a plan, and you go in there with your plan and you exact your plan. So that's what we did. I started making the workout routines from the magazine. Arm day, chest day, back day, blah, blah, blah. You get the whole thing. After 6 months to a year, I didn't need the magazines anymore. I had done so many different workouts from so many different, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's bicep exercise, Lou Ferrigno's tricep exercise, competition workouts that they posted online. So I tried these different things, and periodically I go back to those routines throughout my life, and I try to work out as many different parts of that particular muscle group. Like if it's a bicep exercise, I have my go-to things, but then I like to switch it up if I see something I've never tried or see something someone else is doing, be it online or whatever, then I'll try that as well. I'll throw that into the mix. But predominantly I just stick to what my body tells me to do. So that's something that you'll develop over years and years and years of going to the gym, is you can walk in and go, okay, body, what doesn't hurt today? You get on the machine, do a little push, see where you're at, and then realize, hey, I need to hit my back today. My shoulders kind of hurt, or I did back yesterday, so my biceps kind of hurt because I was holding it all the way down in that position. So now you don't want to blast biceps that day, so you might want to just touch on your triceps or whatever it is, man. Your body's going to tell you. Maybe you worked hard on upper back and the next day you don't feel shit in your lower back, and you want to get it in, because lower back is super important, especially when you're running around. Like I work in a restaurant on the weekends and I'm running around on my feet all day long. Well, if I don't have good shoes and I'm running around on concrete, the running around on concrete will jar my spine and it will start to cause pain. So by the end of the 3 days after running around, even with good shoes on, it starts to hurt a little bit. Then the rest of the week I can focus on personal training, talking to you guys, doing my construction stuff, going to school. Those are the things that I really focus on throughout the week, and that's how I think that's one of the things as far as cardio. I don't really hit a lot of cardio because for those 3 or 4 days that I'm at the restaurant, they're like 12-hour days, I'm on my feet running around that place like a freaking maniac, non-stop, helping everybody. If I have nothing to do, just boom, 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 busy work. Now you can find that for yourself and whatever it is you like to do, but just so happens I can get my cardio and use my mind and make money at the same time. So I enjoy that aspect of things. Much like the construction thing, I love building with my hands. And I got a lot of friends that are in the industry and family members that have been in the industry for years. So I get to learn every time I go out, and I get the satisfaction of building something with my hands and stepping back and looking at it and going, oh, I did that. That was awesome. And it's hella hard work, but I'll still go to the gym every single day, every morning, pretty much every single day, at least 5 days out of the week. But I'll still get it in no matter what. So, that's part of dedication that it's going to take to get where you want to go in life. And if you want to get there, you got to bust your ass to do it. Everybody thinks you can just, oh man, what do I take to get big like you? Or what do I got to work out to get big like you? Or what do I have to eat to get big like you? Man, it's a lifestyle. It's not one thing. I wish I could tell you, like, here's a magic pill. No, it's not. It's like a whole bunch of things that you do because you want to live longer, and you do it every day. Not because you want to, but because you have to. You set a goal for yourself. If you want to look a certain way, if you want to break past a certain thing or eradicate a certain part of your body, then there's things that you need to do. Generally, it starts with food. You work out like a crazy person, like I did when I was younger. And I got big, but I was always, fluffy, I guess you could say. I was really big, but and strong, but I just never ate right, man. I would, like, if we want to get pizza, I'm getting pizza. And after the gym, I would go to the Chinese buffet and eat the hell out of that stuff. There's so much crap in that food, and it's been sitting out there for hours. I didn't care. I just wanted cheap protein at high volumes. And yeah, man. So, I wonder sometimes if all those moments that I wasted living like that and eating like that took away years off of my life. So now I try to live in a way that reverses that. Like Suniferam, it's in the racetam family. It regenerates brain tissue. That's why you take it with N-acetylcysteine to increase choline in your body. And yeah, man, those things are all very, very important to longevity and to health. Eating healthy, breathing fresh air, putting yourself around the proper people so that your mind remains healthy. Whatever you give energy to, it's going to grow. So if you're feeding into negativity, it's going to grow inside of you, and it's going to manifest into other things. If you allow the things in your life, like, oh my God, that's beautiful, and if you focus on that thing being beautiful, oh my God, that's amazing, I focus on that thing being amazing, oh my God, that's great. But if you look at it in the other light, as to say, like, oh my God, that's horrible, oh my God, this person is like this, oh my God, this person is like that, you're not enjoying or focusing on the positive things in life. And there's so many on either side you can choose to look at. But when you can choose which one you're going to look at, then you become in control of your environment. You become a master of the universe, so to speak. I'm not calling myself He-Man or anything, but I'm just saying, you really do. You can control the things that enter your life and the flow in which they change the things in your life. That's part of manifestation, and speaking things into existence and being positive and allowing wonderful things to come into your life. Is you have to be putting out those good vibes. You have to be putting out that good energy, and you have to be coming from a place of love in order to receive that back into your life. But you can't do it for yourself, because if you do it for yourself or for the gains, like, I'm going to do this so that people will know that I'm a good person. Well, that's not how that works. You have to do it genuinely for other people. And when you're doing it for other people is when the magic happens. When you take yourself out of the equation and you become selfless, that's when the selfishness goes away, and the good times, the good moments, those good results will come to you. Like, I just got off house arrest last week, 18 months. Was in prison since 2018. Very, very difficult time, right? Getting out, starting fresh. Now, everything is a joy. Everything is a blessing. Everything that I'm doing that's coming along in my life, I'm so grateful for. And that attitude of gratitude is creating more good things in my life, because it's all I'm thinking about. It's all I'm focused on. Because I see all these things around me, and every single day it looks brand new. The trees are more vibrant. The sun is more beautiful. The sunset, stopping and smelling the roses in life, and stopping to appreciate the little things, and not letting something dramatic or drastic happen in your life that says, okay, everything got fucked up. It got turned on its head. It's upside down. Now that I lost everything, I can appreciate the stuff that's in my life. Please, for the love of God, man, don't do what I did and fuck your whole life up so that you can appreciate things. And I'm not saying I fucked my whole life up, but prior to, I wasn't living properly. I love the version of myself I am today. And had I not created that environment for myself of going to prison, of living that lifestyle, I wouldn't be so appreciative and I wouldn't be the man I am today. So I'm grateful for that. I don't want to do it again, but I'm grateful for the person that I am today. And I'm grateful that I can be here and give other people some experience, strength, and hope. So maybe they don't go down the same path, or maybe I could pull them out of themselves so they won't go through the same shit that I went through. Because I don't wish that on anybody, man, even my worst enemy. I love you guys. I want y'all to do good, man. And I want everybody to do better than me. So I'm going to teach you everything I can. I'm not going to charge you shit. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to help you in any way I can. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you just want to rap, hit me up in the comments and, shoot me a line. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I am working on some things as far as regarding fitness, regarding training, to help some people like me when I was younger and I was that overweight and I wanted to get into working out and I was ashamed of myself. So I had to go home and start at home. I did an amateur boxing event in Ybor City, and I fought against a kid who was a Marine. I think at the time we were both like 215 or something like that, and I rocked the shit out of this kid, but I never worn gloves before. Long story short, never lost. I lost a couple fights. I never lost a lot of street fights, very rarely. But to be in the ring with somebody and with gloves on, those one-shot knockouts I probably threw like 50 of them, and the dude's head was probably rattling, but it doesn't have the same effect. So I gassed out, and I used that. I bought the tape, the VHS. That's how old I am. The VHS. Ask your grandparents about it. So, anyways, I had the VHS tape. I watched it every day for just put it in and start working out. And then when it was over, I'd rewind it and keep working out. And I would do that for like an hour or two every day. And then I started doing sit-ups. One of the things that got my abs in line, and one of the things that helped me a lot, was one of the guys I know that I was in rehab with, one of the counselors, dude was shredded. And I was like, man, how do you get abs like that? And I was eating right. I was working out like a madman. But he's like, just do 100 of the ab wheels a day. But by pushing myself to that newfound discipline of doing 100 a day when 20 of them hurt, and 10 of them hurt at first, and then I can do 20, and I can do 5 sets of 20 instead of 10 sets of 10. And I did it periodically throughout the day. One time it took me a whole day to do them, but I did them. I didn't go to bed until they were done. And the next day I did the same, and the next day I did the same. And after like 6 months, bam, boys got abs, shredded. It's crazy. So eating the right food, doing the right things, feeding your mind and your body, all that good jive, that's how we do it. Anyways, love you guys. Hope this helped. Hope you all have a great day.